The Hamat'sa, long known as the Cannibal Dance, is the most important ceremony of the Kwakwaka'wakw people of British Columbia. Thanks to popular scholars such as Franz Boas and Ruth Benedict, the Kwakwaka'wakw, mistakenly called Kwakiutl, are one of the world's most famous indigenous groups. Central to all portraits of the Kwakwaka'wakw, the Hamat'sa has come to represent this First Nations community and all the native people of the region. So how did this once secret and restricted dance become their most visible image? Despite scanty evidence of actual cannibalism, this now famous dance and its songs certainly have vivid imagery. The dramatically staged dance worried colonial authorities, so in 1885, Canada outlawed the Hamat'sa, along with the ceremonial potlatch, in an effort to assimilate and convert native people. Why then did a dance prohibited by the government come to be claimed by the nation a century later? A legacy of public Kwakwaka'wakw performance, as well as ethnographic attention in books, museums, and film, has helped turn the Hamat'sa into an emblem and a symbol. In the American Museum of Natural History in New York is a canoe filled with figures from all the Northwest Coast tribes. The central figure is a Hamat'sa dancer. This mannequin represents more than a dance. It speaks to a history of complex relations between Kwakwaka'wakw people and scholars, relations of both collaboration and appropriation. For over a century, anthropologists removed images and objects from the coast. Now, to understand their impact, I had to retrace the movements of these materials and to ask how they affect the very native people they hope to represent. In 1914, photographer Edward Curtis filmed the Kwakwaka'wakw staging ceremonies for his romantic melodrama, In the Land of the Headhunters. He shot sensational footage of ceremonies no longer practiced at the time and those practiced by neighboring groups. Though he included scenes of the Hamat'sa, it is never named as such, nor is it ever explained. Today, the Kwakwaka'wakw not only record most of their own potlatches, they've also produced a short video to introduce and explain the Hamat'sa.
The Hamat'sa is a cannibal dance. This dance is the most sacred of our winter dances from the Tserta ceremonies. This dance is a reenactment of various stories from the different tribes in our area of overcoming the great cannibal spirit Kwakwaka'wakw, and in killing him, taking his dances, songs, masks, privileges, and names, and bestowing them on the generations to come.
To trace the history of the Hamat'sa, I had to do some headhunting of my own. Embarking on my dissertation research with my new video camera and the occasional help of friends, I set out to unpack the archival history of the dance, in part to return the materials to Kwakwaka'wakw communities. I started by visiting museums all over North America, tracing the movement of scholars and native people, searching for masks and regalia, photos, film footage, and old exhibit labels, headcasts and old mannequins, now lying forgotten in museum basements.